The first one comes to us from r/power scaling. Now, to this day, I still don't know what that means. I have not looked further into this subreddit. I don't know what it's about.
Ooh, pick me. Power scaling is a thing that happens in the comic and anime community where basically they say, hey, Goku can beat Superman because of this, this, and this. And the other side will come back and say, hey, Superman can beat Goku because he's fucking Superman. And they're wrong. Goku beats Superman.
I actually did a reel about that, but it was explaining to a guy who got into a fight with his toddler daughter for saying that Sailor Moon would beat Goku, and she fucking would, and I stand by that.
She would have back in the day with the extent...
She's not 14 anymore.
No, it's not even that. It's the extent that Dragon Ball Super has upscaled Goku. He is now considered a multiversal threat, which is about on par with Sailor Moon. So I'm just saying it's not as easy a fight as it once was. I'd say they'd probably come about even.
If you say so.
Now, the real question is, what would it be like if Sailor Moon and Gohan hooked up?
What's the rule for that?
Rule 34.
Are you sure you're just not remembering your age?
No.
Or is that just a coincidence?
Rule 34 is, if it exists, there is porn of it. Rule 35 of it is, if porn does not exist, it shall be made.
And just like that, 30 seconds after this podcast episode was uploaded, if it didn't exist, it does now. This power scaling post, see if you can guess who it's talking about. Ben would lose a lot more of his matchups if you guys took into account how he acts.
Ben 10.
And we have a picture, two different versions of Ben,
Yeah.
two different presentations he's got. One is a little red gremlin. Ben against one of the most feared conquerors in the galaxy. Another, it's looks straight up like Darth Vader, hey? Like Ben against 8 plumbers. 4 of them are his friends.
Okay, so these are 2 different aliens that Ben can become. The plumbers are the agency that Ben 10 ends up joining. It's also it's like for people that are DC fans, it's like the Green Lantern Corps, or for people that are Marvel fans, it's like the Nova Corps before they all died. But the one you're saying looks like Darth Vader is Alien X, which is the strongest alien that Ben has access to. The problem is, it's 3 voices inside of a head, and they all have to agree on doing a thing, otherwise it'll never be done.
I understand.
Yeah. Except that goes so far as to take a step, to fly.
Yep.
And it's a constant, no, they do not agree.
Yep.
I believe he uses Alien X between the 4 shows 3 times.
Yeah, so I'm assuming that what this meme is showing is that he will completely take the piss by looking like Gollum for the sake of taking on an incredibly high threat, but will basically take down his friends like he's a dad destroying his toddler daughter with a heap of draw 4s in a game of Uno.
More or less. Also, the thing you're saying is Golem. His name's Jury Rig. I did have to look that up. Looks more like an imp. But yes, I'm pretty sure it is meant to be a Ben 10 uses the weak form to fight his enemies, but the strong form to take on his friends. Mind you, his friends are stronger than his enemies for the most part, and most of the time he's fighting his enemies, he doesn't have control over his watch. Fuck, this is going to be a nerdy episode.
Comment actually came from a deleted user. Well, power scalers rarely take personality into account. Now, given that is very valid, it's also a perfectly reasonable thing to say. So I'm wondering just how unreasonable that user can get that they've deleted their entire fucking account.
It could also be a lot of people delete their Reddit accounts because a lot of Reddit is toxic as fuck and they just don't want to deal with it anymore.